I'm Jack Nice.
Nick Corrali.
All right, thank you. All right, do you guys care about recycling? You can just go back and forth.
Not really, because I don't really believe in it.
I'd say slightly.
Slightly? All right. Do you actively find yourself trying to recycle, or does it like slip your mind, kind of?
I don't really find myself trying to recycle.
At home, it's a lot easier than at school. So at home, I feel like my parents make it easier, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah. All right. Do you think you are educated on the issue of recycling?
Fairly.
I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I know what's recyclable and not.
All right. For people who like aren't like educated, like how do you think's like a good way to like spread the word about like recycling on campus so people like know about it?
I would post something like, I guess like notes and like posters all around like the dining halls and stuff, like places where people are buying food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing is instead of having our recyclable trash cans like a foot by a foot big, you can maybe make them bigger. So
That's what I was thinking about too.
2 days.
Yeah.
And just post like sheets around the halls.
Yeah, spread the word. All right. Do you see a lot of people recycling when you're like out and about?
I don't really think about it. I would say no.
Yeah.
Neither do I. I mean, I guess some people here and there, but not too big.
Not like actively. All right. How might we get people to take this issue more seriously, do you think?
You have to kind of let people know of like the bad effects of not recycling, and know like the impact on like the environment, I guess.
Yeah, so like getting the word out, kind of.
Yeah, kind of making them feel responsible, I guess.
All right. So in what ways can you like address people who like don't care about this issue and like don't want to comply with like what you're trying to get across? Like, how do you think is a good way to reach out to them?
As a person who doesn't believe in recycling, I'd say you have to like present like facts to me about like why it's beneficial.
All right.
I feel like to get me to do a better job at it, maybe just straight facts and how it hurt or how not doing it hurts the environment, I guess.
All right. Do you think you guys would be willing to change your recycling habits? Yes or no?
Yes, if I saw the relevance in recycling.
Yeah. All right. Do you believe there's like any problems with recycling on campus? And like, if so, like, what problem do you think exists?
I can't really identify a problem. If I had to say something, it's you see a lot more trash cans than you do recycling bins. So I think it's tough to get people to recycle if they don't know like where to.
Actually, I would disagree. I think I see for every trash can or recycle bin, they're right next to each other.
So it doesn't really. Would you say this like affects you personally, like the lack of recycling, or like Jack? Like, do you think a lack of recycling, like, do you think that affects you personally, since you don't really believe in it?
No.
No, so you don't think. What do you think? So, do you think like there's good ways that we can like improve recycling in like restaurants, like around like campus and like in the dining halls and stuff?
I just say like inform people.
Yeah.
You know, like places where people eat.
So if I give you some examples, like, just tell me if you think these would be like effective, or like do you think they're like unique solutions, like paper straws in like bars and restaurants? Because I know that some restaurants, like most restaurants, have like plastic straws and like plastic cups. So do you think paper straws could be implemented, or do you think people would be like resistant to that?
I mean,
people will definitely be resistant because like California did, and some people are kind of making a joke out of it, like this is kind of ridiculous. But I mean, for me to like switch over to like paper straws, you gotta like. One of my big issues with recycling is that I think it's like a waste of like resources and time, and I think it's a waste of energy.
Okay.
So you have to like present me facts about why, or how paper products, which are much more like hard to attain. How is that better
How's
than
that? Yeah,
cheap
how's that like
plastic.
beneficial and stuff? All right.
Personally, I wouldn't care at all whether I'm using paper or plastic.
Yeah. See that's another thing. So more recycling bins, because like you said, like that you think that there's one for one everywhere around campus, but you think if you saw them more frequently, or maybe like you said, if the bins were like these little bins were bigger, do you think it would increase recycling? Because I know a lot of people don't even use the recycling or like don't know where the recycling is in the dorms.
Yeah.
Okay. What about this is kind of out there, but it's a little unique solution. What about instead of plastic cups, boxed beverages? Like there are new beverages out that have like it's kind of like essentially a coffee cup, except instead of plastic, it's like paper or cardboard. Like so it could be beneficial for the environment. Do you think people would be willing to do that, or do you think they just like wouldn't care?
I don't think people really notice the difference. Like, I'm not thinking about like if this cup is plastic or paper. Like at a restaurant, if I go get like a Starbucks cup of coffee, that's not what I notice first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd agree.
All right. Do you what do you believe is in the future of recycling in the world and on Miami's campus? This is kind of a broad question, just kind of opinionated.
I expect it in the next couple of years to get a lot better, actually. Like, I think it'll be more intense. I think it'll get more intense, like, recycling. Just
So
'cause
you
I
feel like people like will recycle more,
Yeah,
or
yeah, and like just new ideas will come about because I feel like in the last couple of years, just like we didn't see paper straws or whatever till the last couple of years, and to my knowledge, and I feel like stuff like that we'll see more often.
all right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.